So a couple of days ago, I was looking for a home automation project where I could control my appliances at home like fans, lights, etc. using my smartphone. Which is why I was looking for some ideas on Instructables, and I came across home automation Android project that allows you to control your appliances via your Android phone. So now what this particular Instructable lets you do is it lets you control LEDs, but the same concept, the same programs, the same exact program is going to work for controlling your appliances. The only difference is you will need a relay switch, which I have here. I'm going to show it to you. So this is a relay board that contains 4 relay switches. You'll need to connect this in place of the LEDs. So you have a number of inputs, R1, R2 up till R4. You obviously have power, V plus, and ground. So using this relay board, you can use the same program that is given in the Instructable to control your home appliances. That is basically everything you need in the Instructable. You have these steps you want to go through, the parts and the materials you require, then the circuit diagrams and everything, and you finally have the code itself. You need to download the voice activation.zip, and when you open that zip file, you will find a file that runs with the Arduino software. So you just double clicking this file is going to open it in Arduino, and once you open it in Arduino, the steps are really simple. You need to compile and you need to upload it into your Arduino. Now the components that you need are the Arduino. I'm using an Uno here. The second component is a relay board. This one contains 4 relays, but you could go for one with more relays as well. You need connection cables, male to female. You also need an adapter. The one I'm using is 12 volts adapter. You could use 5 volts if your relay switch is of 5 volts. Now since my relay board is of 12 volts, I will need a voltage divider for 5 volts into my Arduino. Finally, you need a Bluetooth module. This is the HC05 module. So the connections that you need to do are the 5 volts and the ground goes to the relay board where the ground and plus 5 volts are connected. Secondly, you need to connect the Bluetooth module. For that you will need to connect to the 3.3 volts, and the ground will also be connected to the ground of your Bluetooth module. Now TXD, that is the transmission, will be connected. As you can see, it's the yellow cable that is connected to the RX pin on the Arduino, and same goes for the TX pin of the Arduino, which is connected to the RX pin of your Bluetooth module. Now the final connections that you need to do are 1 through 6. You could add more to the code, so you could use more pins for more relays. You need to connect them to the inputs of your relay. So R1 through R4 will be connected. So you can see the program is right there. You don't need to do anything at all. Now it contains a number of variables. You can see int LED1 is equal to 2. So 2 stands for the pin number, LED1 is a name given to it. Similarly, if we say LED2, it stands for pin number 3, and so on. Then you have the void all on method. This method will basically switch on all the LEDs or all the appliances that are connected. So you can see it says high. Then there is all off, which says digital write, LED1 low, and so on. So low indicates that it is going to be switched off. Now this is the baud rate 9600. Then you have pin mode in the setup. So it's going to say that pin number 2, that is LED1, is output. Then pin number 3, that is LED2, is output, and so on up till LED5, that is the pin number 4. Then finally you have the void loop, where there is a while loop running. If serial is available, that is that if there is input available, then it's going to delay for a few 10 milliseconds. That is going to make things a little bit stable. Then you have a new variable which stores your data coming from the serial, that is your Bluetooth chip. If C is hash, then it will exit the loop, and if C is not hash, then it will go ahead and save it in voice. So the variable voice contains what you exactly want to do. So for example, if you want to say you want to switch on everything, then it's going to say if voice equal to all on, then it runs the all on method, which contains the code for switching everything on. Similarly goes for all off. Then you can turn one by one, turn on everything one by one if you want. So you've got different commands here: TV on, fan on, computer on, and so on. Then finally you can turn off one thing at a time if you want to do it. Now we're gonna try and run this in serial monitor, so we can give in inputs. When I say all on, it's supposed to switch on all the relays. As you can see, that clicking sound indicates that the relay either switched on or switched off. Now I forgot that the computer off switches off pin number 4, I think, which is not connected. So I say TV off, and if you heard the clicking sound, it switched off 4th relay. You finally have 3 connections available on the relay switch. One is the NO, the other is C, the last one is NC. NO is normally open, NC is normally closed, C is common, where we are going to connect our power outlet. One end of the power outlet is going to be connected in C. Now NC is going to get power when the relay switch is switched off. However, we want the appliance to be powered up when there is input on the relay, which means if the relay is on, then the appliance should be on. So we are going to connect it to NO, that is normally open. Now as you can see, one end, the C is connected to one end of the power outlet. The other end of the power outlet is connected directly to your appliance, and the other end of the appliance is connected to the NO pin. This completes the circuit where the relay switch and the rest of the components that we've connected before, including your Android phone, act as a switch or a button. When this switch is on, it is going to connect, it is going to form a connection between the power outlet and your appliance. Now obviously you'll need an application on your Android phone to be able to connect to the Arduino. The application that I'm using right now is BT Voice Control for Arduino. It will be installed by the name AMR_voice. The second application that you can use is Bluetooth Terminal. This is going to allow you to send text based commands to your Arduino. Now if you've done everything correctly, sending asterisk all on to your Arduino should light up your appliances that you have connected to the relay. All of the appliances should be lighted up. You can check the code for switching on and off appliances one at a time. So there is computer on, computer off, bedroom lights on, bedroom lights off, and so on. You can also change the code, modify the code a little bit according to what your requirements are, and that should work just fine. So if you found the video helpful, be sure to head over to the Instructable and show some support. Maybe add it to your favorites and add a comment and let them know if you've made the project. So I hope you liked that video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button and let me know in the comment section below what more projects I can make. So I'll see you in the next one.